One more time from the top.
Joe.
Yeah, better not play too much of that.
Well, here we are, knocked out by Fulham in the FA Cup. This is the times. This is where we're at as Manchester United. Some people are already shouting, bring back Ten Hag. Some people are shouting, Amorim out. Some people are shouting, I wasn't expecting anything more than this. What are you shouting, Joe?
To be honest, yeah, I already predicted that these were the games that we were going to struggle with. And I didn't really see a result from this one. We struggled with them and we got away with a scammy. I thought we could maybe scam one, but I wasn't expecting nothing big, bro. It seems like United are doing what United does, isn't it? Even in the cup competitions now, we can't even manage to get through the cup competitions, bro. Look at us. Look at us now. Fam, do you know how...
Yeah.
We are the title holders when it comes to the FA Cup right now. Yeah, we hold the cup. We should be retaining the title one more time at least. So, Do you know the funny thing is, you see all these comments that are here right now about bring back Hag, how Amrim's useless, all these kind of talks. Yeah, It's funny because I'm actually not there yet. I actually want to see what the guy does next season, but a lot of people are already done with him. Even though I was one of the guys that were just trying to criticize him. It's crazy. It's actually crazy how people move in the United fan base. Doing this makes you see how much people move mad. I don't understand. But anyway, Pots, what are your feelings? You watched the whole match.
I watched the whole match and I'm actually very disappointed. I think like penalties is a terrible way to go out. Because when a match goes to penalties, it becomes a lottery. It becomes a very, very like haphazard chance-based game that's not based on the quality of the players per se, So I feel like it's our own fault for taking this game to penalties. Man United of late has been doing this stupid thing of just let the odds feel like are against us. When our backs against the wall, that's when we start to try and step up. That's when we start to try and fight. But that game, we should have started it as if we were 10 men down. I mean, 1 man down, as if we had 10 men on the pitch. We should have started that game as if like the ref were 1 goal down. That's why for me, like, I feel like we deserve to go out because when you look at it, Fulham were the better team, and bravo, congratulations to Fulham.
What have we deserved this season, bro? What have we deserved anything this season? Let's just be honest. What this season have we deserved? All I've seen is letdown after letdown. Yeah, I can't look. Do you know the funny thing is? I watched the match today, right? And I was like this. I was crossing everything. Yeah, I was like this. Everything was crossed, bro. But why should we watch a football match like that? We have no confidence in our team whatsoever. We can't beat Fulham.
Joe, because it's the consequence of being a badly run football club. When you weaken your squad during a transfer window, this is what you get. When you literally don't bring in a manager who plays 3 at the back, when you've never played 3 at the back, maybe for a game or 2 at Man United, but we've never had a coach who says, this is my identity. And we go get somebody who does this. And with players that have never done it before, this is exactly what you get. So that's why. So
what are you saying, boss? No, boss. You sound a bit funny there. What are you saying? Are you saying the manager should have changed his tactics?
No,
you kind of sound like you're saying the manager should have changed his tactics.
No, that's what you're hearing. But what I am saying is that this is the fault of Ineos for weakening the squad, letting 3 players go and getting 1 player in. That right there is self-sabotage. People strengthen during transfer windows, but we weakened. And guess what? It's hit us right in the face right now, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not denying that at all. But from what I watched today, yeah, we look. The funny thing is, it wasn't a bad match. Yeah, the first half was absolutely rubbish. Yeah, until we scored a goal, we were rubbish. We were absolutely rubbish. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. There was You know who? You know what? Yeah, if you're gonna actually talk about these five things deep, or the good, bad, and ugly, whichever way you want to mix it up, yeah,
Yeah.
you have to make a point of speaking about the likes of Lindelof and the fact that he does not look match ready whatsoever. He does not look match ready whatsoever, bro. When he came on, I just saw mistake after mistake after mistake. Everything he did. Why is he taking a penalty before Cheeto? Is Cheeto not a striker?
Cheeto is a
You know what?
striker, but you can't put that much pressure on a kid.
Brother, Lindelof took a penalty before the striker took a penalty.
Yeah,
Why?
Lindelof has
Why?
scored penalties for Man United before. Cheeto has not done that for the senior team yet. Lindelof in training has been doing better than Cheeto. Like, I think the manager was actually asked about it, and he said, listen, Lindelof has been training good. So that's why, I mean, I'm speculating now that, like, I think Lindelof has been scoring more penalties than Cheeto. And that's probably what led to that decision, bro.
He's a
He's good.
striker, bro.
No, but like there is
What?
other defenders that are good, bro. What are you talking about? It's not the first time when a defender is good at taking like freak.
He had a bad match. Would you
know,
agree that Lindelof had a bad
about,
match?
think
Would you
about
agree?
what's his name?
Would you agree that Lindelof had a bad match? Yes or no? He had a bad match, bro.
He had a bad match, but like the penalty,
he looked like he was lacking confidence. Why would you put someone that looked like they're lacking confidence? The minute he stepped up, I was like, oh shit. Do you know that? The minute he stepped up, I was like, oh shit. Do you know why? Because I felt like he wasn't confident for the whole game. He was making mistakes here, there, and everywhere. Yeah. When someone's not confident like that, you don't put them up for a penalty, man. You don't, because they're gonna try and do something safe. They're gonna try and do something safe. And when you do something safe, you're readable.
I get your point now. His performance was not giving you confidence that this guy's ready to take a penalty. I get what you're saying now. He may have been doing it. No, I agree with that. When you put it that way, I now understand your point of view. But like, I feel like when you were saying no, by no means, like a striker should be the first person to take a penalty when there's been like defenders like Sergio Ramos who have taken penalty before, like, you know, another like forward is available for their team. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not a standard rule. So, but when you're putting it that way, I totally get what you're saying, bro. And at the end of the day, like, it's our fault for letting it go all the way to penalties when we should have been winning this 2 hours, bro. We should have been winning this game, and we couldn't. Versus Fulham in our own home, they come through and they dominate us like with the amount of possession that they had. It was almost 60%.
You know what? Yeah, the funny thing is now Old Trafford is no longer a safe place for us. It's funny that we're at home and I felt like it was an away game. Do you know that?
100%. Yeah.
Apart from the fans cheering off our players and cheering them on, the whole thing felt like it was an away game.
Yes.
It was horrible. It was a horrible watch. We do not play entertaining football anymore. And look, you know what? Now we did start. Look, 5 things deep / good, bad, and ugly, fam. Let me ask you something, yeah? What was the ugliest thing you saw today? And name me one thing that you did. I beg you answer that. Because I told you one thing I did, and it was Lindelof's performance here. And the whole reason why I don't know why he took a penalty. Yeah, I don't know why he was there in the first 5 penalties, honestly. But tell me something you did, fam.
One thing that I did was the fact that, like, as I said, like Fulham comes to our home and then has almost 60% possession. That is, by definition, really bad. It's really bad. It means that we're not imposing ourselves. Where, as you like just said it, it felt like we're the away team in our own home. That's the first thing that when I looked at the end of the game and I looked at the stats, I was like, no, this is really bad. This is really bad. Sure, we created like a few moments, you know, a few chances, but the fact that, like, possession-wise, when under Ruben Amorim, there's been some games where you think, oh yeah, we're actually trying to like start to be the ones that dictate the pace of the game by controlling possession. That was the first thing, right? And then the other thing is that, like, I just couldn't understand what was going on, bro, when with Rasmus Højlund, you know. He's somebody that for me, like I don't want to make this about him and say this is only his fault, but bro, like this guy, he's just not. The difference between Cheeto and Hoyland was exemplified today when you could see, like, when was the last time you saw Bruno make that pass into the half space, one of those blind passes, bro,
Do
looking
you
for a
know
spot.
what? Yeah.
Cheeto was just showing
You know
that
what?
I'm doing the basics. I'm just showing up in the right area, bro. You know,
He was the one bright spark in this terrible performance that we witnessed today. Yeah, Cheeto
Mm,
showing the older. I don't even know how much older is he. Basically, they're in the same generation. Let's just face it, in it. Yeah, Cheeto
yeah,
showing the little bit older guy how it should be done, fam. He was getting into the right spaces. He was finding a way to get a chance. And don't get me wrong, it still shows you how much we need to start supplying our forwards because you
yeah,
know what? That's one thing I'm going to say about Xerxes right now. Xerxes, with a proper striker in front of him, looks a little bit more potent. Do you know what I mean? Yeah?
hmm,
He
hmm,
needs a danger man in front of him, I feel, in order to utilize him properly. Because that's one thing I'm going to have to say is another thing that we deep. Yeah, Cheeto's performance is a promising prospect going forward. It has to be. It has to be. The,
yeah.
just the few glimpses at goal that he had showed us what a striker who is in the right area, who has the right mentality, will produce.
Yes.
He's starting to produce. Well, the thing is, he didn't actually get any goals today, but he was showing me that he was able to get into the right positions to scare the opposition, and that's what's important.
And Joe, it tells you something if your teammates are not looking for you, if you're a striker and you're making some runs and getting into. So, like, it's also like as much as Cheeto is showing that yes, he's the right ingredients. It's showing the mistrust that the rest of the club has, the rest of the team has towards Hoyland right now. We're not looking for him in the half space runs that he makes. We're not looking for him when he runs in behind. And all these things, it's almost like sometimes the team has to play to your strengths, but you got to show the team what are your strengths. What do you want? And for me, that
Yes,
moment when like Bruno made that pass, I was like, oh my god, yes, he can do these kinds of passes as well. This is what we want. Bruno needs somebody that can like make sure that they arrive in the right space, make the run at the right time, and that, bro, we gotta just let the young buck cook, man. We gotta let them play. Let Cheeto play with Xerxes and Bruno, and there might be something there. There might be some chemistry. Like, what else have we got to lose? The season is already more or less like, bro. I hear some Man United fans thinking, well, now all we got is Europa League, bro. Do not disrespect teams in the Europa League like that. That teams in there, bro. Anyway, Obakeng says the Amorim system is killing our forward players. We are on course for the worst position, worst goal scoring in decades. Amorim is worse than Eric Ten Hag. Facts.
that's a big statement. Yeah, and I do not agree with that statement. By the way, yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
We've not seen enough of Amrim to say that he's worse than Ten Hag yet. You can't make that decision just yet. Yeah. And I get that Ten Hag won us things in his first season or whatever else, but the season ain't over. If we somehow pull out a magical win and win the Europa League, no one's going to be talking then, innit? So let's leave that till the end of the season. You can't make such a wild decision just yet.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what? I
yeah.
understand why. But look, bro, look, let's talk. Let's look. We've spoken about the good points. We've spoken about some bad players, right? But what I do want to talk about is the overall result. Before I open up the lines, if I'm gonna open up the lines right now, yeah. But I want you to tell me what you thought about the overall result today, the overall performance, before we start letting people in. Talk to me right now. Let me know how you feel, how you felt right exactly after the match finished.
Right after the match finished, I was deflated, bro. I felt like this is the reality check of where we are exactly, and it's also like more anger was just like brewing towards Ineos, saying, bro, how can you do this to Ruben? Like, you literally sabotaged him by not getting replacements. Sure, if even if Ruben has a say in the transfers, but like there should have been replacements lined up for Marcus Rashford, for Anthony, and you could say Dorgu is the Malasia replacement. So You know what I mean? If you're gonna try and say this player for that player, but right now it's the epitome of poor planning, lack of judgment, and underestimating, what would happen in the worst case scenario. This is where we are. These are the consequences of Ineos. And they, like, so it's more anger towards Ineos, bro. I just feel like we needed the wake up call as fans. Some of us, we get a little bit too carried away, and this is the rebuild, fam. Time
Ah,
is
bro,
what
I swear
I'm me.
down. If I hear that
Players,
shit anymore, bro,
you don't want to hear
no,
time.
bro, I
What do you want? What do
boo, boo,
what do you
boo. I
mean,
don't want to
boo?
hear that shit about rebuild. Listen, we're
Why the
rebuild. Yeah, this is
rebuild, bro?
rebuild. This is the rebuild. Fam, let me tell you something. Yeah, we must find a way. And I think this is where my criticisms are going to start now, yeah, because I hear what you're saying. But surely, as a club, as a team, as a manager, as players, you want to find a way just to win certain games. Come on now. Come on now. Surely, just for certain games. And I saw that we used the low block again, innit? I see that he's changing up his system, as people say, innit? Yeah. But he's not changing enough, man. I feel that some of the some of the decisions some of the blame must lay with him today. Because how much did you see that was played wrong by the players that much today? How much individual mistakes was played by the players today? If you could say that, because I watched the whole match. Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched the entire match, bro, and I'm telling you, how many things can you say was down to individual mistakes today that we lost that game?
I mean, the goal that they scored, like, it's somebody flicks it on and then somebody else like heads it like that. That you could say Mazraoui is the closest player to is it Basi? And so he should have been quicker, because you could tell, even just like the reaction that Mazraoui had right after that ball went in, he was just like feeling really, really, you could tell, is like, oh, I messed up, but we still had a lot of time to make it back into the game. It's not an excuse. I can say this like, oh yeah, this is the player that cost us the game, because at the end of the day, it's our own fault for not burying those chances. I think like especially like there was a moment where what's his name, Cheeto had a good chance. He forced Leno to make a save. What's his name? There was another that moment when what's his name, man? I keep forgetting his. We've just been talking about it. Rasmus Højlund, like he had a chance that he should have also,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean? So like I feel like second half was all there for the taking. These guys scored at the end of the first half, bro. So like I can't put it on one individual error and say this is the reason why we didn't make it today, But the manager deserves some blame, obviously. Like the manager is not. Everybody is right now has to take accountability and responsibility, bro. So that's where I feel. That's how I feel about it. By the way, this game is on Amorim, says Yusuf. I don't know. I don't want to put it on just Amorim. I deny that.
Do you know what, bro? I'm gonna tell you this right now, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see too much big mistakes that led to like chances for them, if you get what I'm saying. I just feel like we didn't play well. Do you get what I'm saying? I just feel like we didn't play well as a whole, as a collective. Are we showing enough? Like, because I feel like the players are actually starting to show some sort of desire, some sort of want, if you know what I mean. In their performances, they're starting to show some sort of want and desire to win. They're showing that grit that we will talk about, right? And I'm just not seeing enough out of these tactics. Like if it's them not knowing how to follow the tactics properly or whatever, well, something's not right here. We there's I think there's a level of talent here good enough to beat Fulham, fam. I actually do. I believe that we have a level of talent here good enough to beat Fulham.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
look, I'm just gonna, you choose who's, I'm gonna bring him in order actually. Wrap up in here. I'm gonna
Yeah.
bring in the wrap up, right? And you speak to him and you ask him because I'm gonna start the timer.
Go ahead.
You
Big
speak
up,
to it.
rep up.
Tired,
Big
you
up.
know. But you know what? Cool. But you know what? I'm not even angry. Not even angry.
Not angry.
Big up. Because I said, I'm not even angry. I said he was going to lose when the game came up. I said it in your chat as well, boss.
Yeah.
One of these either 2-1 or 3-2. Lack of quality. The coach is not. This system as well, yeah? It's not bad defensively, but it's not great for attackers. He's a bit too defensive. Also,
You think Ruben Amorim is too defensive?
look at the side he put.
I didn't hear that.
Bro.
Say that again. Sorry, you're cutting in and out. Could you just repeat what you said last?
He's a bit too defensive with his lineup again. Remember what I said about he's not brave. He's not brave. It's too defensive. Miss Dorgu again. I'm not even going to Miss Dorgu as well. But I'm going to be real now. It was a fucking shit game for the most part. It was a fucking shit game. Lacking quality on both sides, but also some good individual performances. I don't even like this player, but Bruno did his thing. Xerxes did his thing.
Thank you.
Delit did his thing. Delit did his thing. Delit was a monster today. I can't even lie. Delit was on job.
Yeah, no, you know what? Yeah, Delit gets rated still.
Delit was on job today.
Yeah.
100%. Delit gets a round of applause still because you know what? Yeah, if it wasn't for him, we'd have been embarrassed at least 2 times. Yeah, exactly. 2 times they saved us.
Special mention to go on.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna ask you about. So you said Delict, Bruno, and the people that Xerxes. What about Onana? How do you rate his performance?
I'm pissed off with Banana. He was all right. He was good today. He was good. You know, it's one of them ones that
you gotta give him one of these.
Because I know he's gonna let me down the next week. Yeah, it's one of them ones. One of them.
Yeah, but you know what?
What Joe's doing.
This is why. Hold on. You see what you just said there? Yeah. No, you can't do that though. Bots asked you about his performance today, fam. Yeah, and this is why people like Base was saying that we as a fan base are starting to have a agenda against him, and I do get that. We know that he's gonna have a mistake in him, but you got to rate his performance today. He made a mistake earlier, and he done better towards the end of the match. 100%.
Let me land. I'll be real. Onana today was good today. I'll be real because he made crucial saves. I can't lie, but in the penalty shootout, I have no faith. I have no faith in him. Bayern did get healthy quick.
Yeah,
I need Bayern D in goal. He needs the whole bench. When Bayern D is fit, he needs the whole bench. Also, what I'm trying to get to, this player's not ready, but Chido, well done. You embarrassed Rasmus in a half an hour performance. Rasmus is a write-off, and Rasmus proves that certain players can get away with not paying their rent for months, while others have to pay their rent on time.
Yes.
Because
and he's been getting away rent-free. Rent-free.
But he's young. He's only 21. He's only a few months younger than Xerxes. But this whole young thing was being played about. It's fucking jarring, bro.
Listen, I do understand that players need time.
No, but you have to show something within a time period. You can't just be time. If you're here for giving time, but he's shit for all this time, what are we giving him time for?
Okay, so you predicted a loss. What are you predicting for Real Sociedad then?
A loss.
All right. Man is not at all optimistic. He said a loss.
He's just telling bro, he's saying what's in his heart, innit? Yeah. At the end of the day, what is Man United showing you right now that says anything else? Do you not think Real Sociedad is better than Fulham?
Real Sociedad is good. They're good. They're really good.
So
and
there you go.
European, trophy, and obviously they're gonna step up the level, and it's 2 legs, right? I think it's 2 legs. So, yeah.
It's not
So
looking good, bro.
So they can come
It's
to
not
Old
looking
Trafford
good.
and make Old Trafford their home. So we're playing them at home twice. Craziness. You know, big up Glazers and Ineos out.
Hey guys,
Who is this?
you
It's
recognize
Noah.
me?
Yes,
Oh.
Mega.
Oh, it's Noah.
Yeah.
Young Mega. What's going on, bro? What are you saying? Listen. I'm listening,
Yeah.
bro.
Listen, bro. I'm pissed. Okay,
Speak on it.
I don't know what to say.
What's pissing
You
you
know
off the
what? I'm
most?
listening.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Listen, to be honest, this club, even these players are taking me piss.
They're taking a piss. Go ahead, brother. And Noah.
Noah, sort your audio. You come back in a minute if you need to, yeah? We'll keep it moving. Noah, we couldn't hear you, by the way. Don't think that we're simping you for no reason. Sort out your audio and come back, okay? Because I know Noah's sensitive. He's sensitive like that. Oh, God. Is it time for the ops already? Is it time for ops? No, before we have ops, I'm going to talk to someone a bit more serious, yeah? Or do we talk? Actually, you decide. You decide, boss. You decide.
No,
Ops.
let's talk to Cole. Let's talk to Cole first.
All right, Coley.
Then could
What's going on, bro?
Yo.
Big up, bro.
Brother, I don't even know where to begin. Like you just tell me how you feel, innit? Tell me how you feel, Coley.
Bro, how I feel right now, yeah, I don't want to hear no one has like these fucking gold stars, bro. I don't want to hear no gold stars for the likes of fucking Bruno or no. Fuck that shit. Like, I watched the game, obviously, yeah. I watched the game, but then I looked back at the stats after, like, just to confirm what, like, my eyes saw. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro,
Yeah.
did you know that we had 20 shots in that game?
I remember looking
20
at the
shots.
because I looked at the possession and chances missed. But that's crazy. 20 total shots. And how many were on
20
target?
shots, 9 on target, 40% possession,
Yeah,
77% pass accuracy. Now, the only one of those stats, well, there's 2 stats where we've got more than Fulham, and that's shots and shots on target. But we've got the same amount of goals. Like, the reason why I don't want to see no gold stars handed out, yeah, is because the way I feel about it right now is people want to chat shit about the system and they want to get frustrated with Amarim. But what you lot are really seeing is our inability to score goals and our carelessness with possession. That's what our problem is, and that's a personnel problem.
Yeah,
that is a personnel problem because you get certain people come into the club, Ugarte, Dorgu, and they've got a bit of a different philosophy. They don't like losing the fucking ball. They don't like it. They don't like it. They feel it in their soul. Yeah. So when they're chasing someone down, when they're making a run up the wing, when they're trying to get into space, they take care of the ball. Bruno don't take care of the ball. And he fucks me off every time I watch him. I've had enough. I've had enough. Casemiro, allow it, bruv. I see more agility out of Joe Biden than I see out of fucking Casemiro, bruv. Allow me. Allow me. Yeah? Fucking allow me.
But was Casemiro that bad though?
Bro, the guy stinks. Yeah, and I don't want to talk about people what they did before. I'm talking about right now in this day and age. That's a passenger, bruv. And these are the reasons why I can't, with any logical brain, look at Amarin. We sat on it on this channel way before Ten Hag even got sacked when we saw it coming. And I sat here with my chest and I said, I don't want to hear no one talking shit about whoever comes. But this is before we even knew it was Amarin. I don't want to hear no one in the fan base talking shit when the new manager comes in and they're not backed by the board, they're not backed by upstairs, they don't get the tools, and they're working with the same dead fucking meat. Yeah?
It's
Facts.
irritating, bro.
So,
It's irritating.
let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, though, bro. This is the thing. It's annoying to me sometimes to hear half of what you're saying. I like what you're saying in terms of like the players need to go. We're working with the same dead meat, but at the same time, fam, this same dead meat did do better than this before.
What?
Why is it that we're
Joe,
accepting
Joe,
that
Joe, Joe,
the
Joe,
language
Joe,
down in
Joe.
15th?
Let me break it down to you this way, my bro. Yeah.
I'm
Let me
listening. I'm
break it
listening.
down to you this way. It's the same. It's the same issue I have with Casemiro. Everyone has a trajectory. You don't know where these players are on their trajectory at this moment in time. You may have already seen the likes of Garnacho peak. Imagine that now. Imagine the best thing you ever see Garnacho do, he's already done, and it was that bicycle kick.
Bicycle
Now
kick.
what?
No.
Now what?
I'm not agreeing with that. I'm not agreeing with that. He's
No,
too
I'm not.
young.
I'm not saying it's the case. I'm not saying it's the case. I'm saying it's possible.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you
Okay.
put players' performances on a graph, there's gonna be spikes, there's gonna be downput, but there's gonna be ultimately there's gonna be like a consistent peak. Do you understand? There's gonna be a consistent high point. Certain people in our team, yeah, you're starting to see the decline of them, bro. And it's not just because of the system they're in now. It's because they played. How many systems has Bruno played since he's been in?
Oli, Eric, Ralph.
5, 6, maybe.
5, 6 systems.
Do you
Yeah.
count it? Do you count the interims though? Do you count the interims? I don't count the
Bro,
interims
if
because
man is being set up a certain way, it's a system. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime Man United goes and lands up against another pro football team and someone's being giving you directions that you weren't getting last week, that's a new system, bro. Yeah. Like at the end
true
of the
enough.
day, you have to take into account there's many a reason why certain people need to go now, bro. Stop holding on to the likes of Bruno. Stop it. That needs to get replaced. The whole top section is our problem right now. That's our problem. The
You
tens
sure?
are killing us. We need real tens. We need a real striker. Yeah, we need an
All
actual
right.
bagsman.
All right. So you know what? With that being said, then yeah, with where we are right now, you know it's impossible to overhaul the whole team, right? Correct. We all know this. Yeah, we're
Joe, I
broke.
know.
They're saying no. I'm just asking you a question. How high
Yeah,
up
yeah,
on
yeah.
the how high up on the list is Bruno to be replaced? Because we're all cussing about KG thinks Onana should be replaced, Dalot should be replaced before the likes of like Bruno. So how high up on priority list is Bruno to be replaced for
You said
you?
something earlier. You said something earlier about finding a way, yeah, to win games, certain games,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
Right. Bruno plays at the moment. He's playing deep. Fair play. Yeah, he's not really playing the 10 positions. He's playing deep at the moment, but still, he's in a position. Yeah, especially the way he demands the ball from the rest of the team and the status he's got. He's in a position where if we don't do something about him, we're gonna suffer for it. Does that make sense?
No, it makes sense. I understand exactly what you're saying. It makes sense, but
If we don't do something about him, we're gonna suffer for it. And if you're asking me who's the priority, we need to score goals, bro. That's the priority. That's how we beat the lesser teams. It's just by outgunning them. The better teams will break down our defense and they'll have 3, 4 different ways to score a goal. Yeah, right now, how many ways is United got to score a goal? A counter attack. That's it.
or
Or a jingbang special from a corner.
or corners now. Now we've got corners.
Yeah, or a
Apparently,
jingbang special from a corner. But still, we
you know
can't
what?
execute that at will.
No, and this is the thing, yeah. Here, you know what, Cody, stay there. I might bring you back, yeah, because I've got to get some other callers in. 1 second, because I really do not understand. Yeah, the funny thing is, yeah, we are doing everything, and at the same time, people are telling me, no, actually, Cody, come back 1 second. Cody,
Yeah.
before you go, yeah, just the last point, yeah.
Mm.
You're basically saying to me that these players are criminals, and what we really need is a specialist, and get rid of Bruno, get rid of. But I'm seeing
I
right
didn't say
now.
nothing about a specialist, but go on, carry on.
So sorry, no, but you said you need a batsman. That's why I said specialist. Sorry, yeah.
Oh yeah,
You said we
sorry,
need.
up top. Yeah, go on. So yeah, go on.
Yeah. So I just feel like, what's the point in getting a batsman unless we've secured up a way to find that bagsman. Do you get what I'm saying?
But okay, all right. Let's really quickly, yeah. Huh?
I was
Did
about
you
to say,
say
from
that?
what I saw today, we still have a problem with finding our striker. We still have a problem with getting the ball to our striker.
But then, bro, who does that? That's Bruno. That's why I've highlighted Bruno. And even when he gets the ball to the striker, did you see the ball that he fizzed out? Did you see the ball that he fizzed at Cheetah?
Yeah, I did see that one. That was a
He was
bit
like
mad.
5 yards away from it, and that's typical Bruno style football. Just you should be good enough to deal with whatever I throw at you. Like at the end of the day, yeah, even when it's not that, there's times when man just boots it out of possession, fam. Like we can't afford to have that.
Who else is doing anything, though? That's the other thing. Who else is doing anything? Who else
Bro,
is
don't
apart
do
from
that.
today
Don't
being
do that.
Van
Don't do
Aanholt
that.
one? Who
That's
else
just
was
fit.
though? Who else was? Who else was?
All right. Not in this game. Not in this game. Not in this game. Yeah. But in the last game we played, from midfield, the other person doing stuff, creating stuff, making stuff happen, and causing problems is you got it. So don't tell me those players aren't out there. There's players out there. And the last point I'm gonna make on this one, real quick, yeah, is Amarim's style relies on a strong team. If you've got any weak links, if you've got any passengers, you've got anyone fucking away possession, they are the one that needs to get replaced the quickest. Yeah.
So who's the passenger right now for you? Who are the passengers? Name names. Who Bruno's a passenger for you right now?
While you go, there's many a names, bro. There's many a names. But I'm telling you now, yeah, what was the game when we saw him just take that ridiculous free kick in the dying minutes and he shot when he could have put it in?
You can't call him a passenger though. He's actively. You could maybe call him a saboteur, but you can't call him a passenger. He's too active to be a passenger. He's too
While
active
you talk to everyone else, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do a deep dive on his stats, and I'll come back to you with some information that shows what I'm saying to you. Yeah.
All right. Do you know what, Coley? I look forward to hearing from you again, bro. Big up yourself.
Cool.
All right. Cool. Fair enough. Listen, he's gonna be back, so I'm waiting for it. Let me talk to what.
What's
I'm
up,
on my own right now. Botswana puppy ran away, so it's me and the ops.
I was gonna get onto him. You finally seen the light. You don't blindly back a manager. You just don't.
I'm trying not to no more. I'm trying not to.
I can't lie. I don't think you're a true fan if you blindly back a manager. In my opinion.
Oh, I thought he was about to say I'm not a true Man United fan.
No, because when I analyze United fans, if you back a manager fully, that means you're the best fan. You're the best fan available, or the best fan for the club. But if you criticize, but you back the manager, you're worse than the person who blindly backs. If that makes sense. People think Amorim, just because certain clubs wanted him, he is a great manager. I don't think so. You guys, first of all, you guys don't have the setup, and it feels like a bit like the Portuguese Ten Hag. He needs all his players. All right, then it makes no sense. So that means, all right, this season's a write-off, and he needs about how many players minimum? In my opinion, he needs apparently minimum. So you need 11 players. Plus 5 subs, 16 players. So that means this season's a write-off. Next season's a write-off. This is just from the
no manager. All right, continue. Look,
from the logic of the Ruben Amorim sexuals, from the way I see it from the outside in, is basically this season's a write-off. So it doesn't matter what he does. Next season's a write-off because he will get all his players. So that means you will probably have to wait 2 seasons and a half, if not 3 full seasons, to get for him to basically. I'm not saying it's right, but that's the way that, in my opinion, I think 4 it won't be enough because they'll get injured, and they'll be run into the ground where it won't be enough. Or there'll be excuses. Well, his players are injured, or he hasn't got all his players. We still have the
you
players
have
that
to
are
save as well. There's players here. There's players here already that he's getting used to, that he's already starting to like. Yes. Whether he doesn't like all of them, obviously, is yet to be seen. Yeah. But surely there must be, as a good manager, there must be players that you're either seeing right now in the team or players that are coming through that you can say to yourself, I can work with these until such and such comes in, or until such and such replacement is made. So
Yeah.
I don't believe that it's going to take the whole 16 players in order for us to see a change in our fortunes. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So looking forward to it.
What are
Looking
you
forward
talking
to.
this up for? Get him out of here. Get this
No,
guy
no,
out.
I'm talking to him. No, I'm talking to him. Let me finish talking to him, right? Because the reason why I'm saying this here is because this is what I'm seeing from these ops right now, right? Ops are looking at us and thinking that, oh, this guy's worse than Ten Hag or blah 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 because he can't make everything work. And maybe it's because of the likes of like me in it that are saying
Yeah.
the things that I've been saying on stream, yeah. But at the same time, I'm gonna defend my manager and say, bro, don't expect. Oh, first of all, I don't expect a whole overhaul of the team next season. Yeah, I expect maybe 3 to 4 signings maximum. Yeah, and once that happens, this is his chance then to prove what he can do with this team. Yeah, because
in my
well,
opinion,
I'm not saying he's. Listen, I can't say that I'm a fan that say that he needs this whole plate to be full in order to make a good team and do something and make something work. Because at the end of the day, no manager gets everything they want in the first or second season. So,
Joe and Bots, in my opinion, this what doesn't make sense. Another thing is that he has to stick to his system. No, he doesn't. For the time being, until for him to get points on the board and wins on the board, he has to change his tactics. For the time being, it doesn't, and you have to get points on the board. Otherwise, it is a results-based business. If you do not get the points, you're not warranted to stay. So until he get either you write off all the games and all the seasons where he doesn't have his 16 players, then you either adapt or you perish. You adapt or you perish. It's simple as that.
I mean, like he's already given us that his recruitment is actually going to be the right recruitments. Like Dorgu, you can see how much we needed a wing back that can actually play to his system. And you could see today we missed Dorgu. Had we had Dorgu, we probably would have been better. There was only a few moments in that game where like I saw us make that switch from wing back to the other wing back, and then from there nothing really came out of it, and then that's how we ended up resorting back to hoofball. I saw Bruno like 2 or 3 times just hoofing the ball, and when clearly Ruben Amorim is trying to change that. He's not trying to make us the quickest transition team. He wants us to attack as a team. He wants us to switch the flanks, so it's like we gotta judge this guy after he's gotten at least 3 signings of his. Because right now, signing number 1 shows you how important he is to make his system work.
But you guys know if you don't get Europe, like the summers are right off.
Shut up. Anyway, that was enough of that. Well, we're still talking to you for anyway. Kick out the whole goddamn studio.
Right. Right. All right. Who we got next?
Let's speak to etc. He's been waiting for a while as well. Etc.
Yo, Joe, you can hear me?
I can hear you nice and clear, bro. Let me ask you this question: how do you feel right now about this team? Are you confident in us doing anything outside of?
I've kind of checked out, Joe. Honestly, I've kind of checked out because as soon as everyone's reaction as soon as Ahmad got injured, right? Everyone said, it's over. And I had exactly the same kind of thing, because the thing is, and this is why I was very questionable of the January window in general, we just don't have depth. And as soon as we lose players like Ahmad, like Kobe, we have no replacement, or we don't have an identical replacement for them. And so when you're on bare bones like we are right now, we cannot expect consistent results. And unfortunately, this manager needs results. So we're in a bit of a catch-22 here.
Bro, he said it himself, remember? And I'm not going to let anybody forget that. It's a
100%.
result. He said that he needs to win games to win time.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, he's running out of time. He's running out of time. And he's running out of players to actually do it. So for me, right, I was actually very generous, right, in that all I want from Amorim is one 90-minute performance. From the time he started to the time he ended, all I want is one. I don't care which team it is. I just want one, just so I can believe in it, because the league is over. It doesn't matter what we do in the league. We're going to finish in a terrible position, right? Europe, it was going to be questionable anyway. FA Cup was going to be questionable anyway, given our squad, right? So at the end of the day, what we need is, to see a semblance of something working, or, something to get behind. And as long as we have that, the fans can get behind it. But we haven't seen it yet, or at least I haven't seen it yet. And that's where all the issues come, I would say, from, because the record hasn't been good enough. It's an atrocious record.
Yeah. So today's loss, are you putting it more on Amorim than the players, or what? Who takes the most of the fault for today?
It's a weird one, Bots, because it's a combination of various factors. We don't have the right players for certain positions, but then again, we just don't have enough of a squad. But then you think, we don't have enough of a squad because maybe we've, for example, we gave Malacia away, Anthony away. I know people might not rate them as players, but we need bodies. Like, we're running out of players that can, do anything, right? And then we have players like, for instance, Hoyland and stuff, who are not performing. They are not giving us what we need in the moment. It becomes very, very difficult, right? So is it on the players? Is it on Amorim? Amorim has a part to play in every single defeat, I would say. But the players also have a part to play in every single defeat. This defeat, I would say,
Exactly. If you flip the script and say, look at this way, right? If you start that game with Cheeto, just hypothetical, you start the game with Cheeto, do you think we would have not gotten a goal from we
would have had a better chance, yes, because Hoyland just isn't doing anything at the moment, where Cheeto at least made some of the right runs, which put him in positions to get the ball, to have some shots. I mean, there was a weird stat that we looked at, or it was posted somewhere, where Cheeto had 3 shots there were 3 chances created for him in these 3 games. Hoyland has had 3 his entire season. Like, it's atrocious. When you have stuff like that, you can't ignore the player's performance, but you can't also ignore the manager not being brave with Cheeto, or for instance continuing with Onana where he had chances to play by India, for instance. Some of those are on him, and some of those are on the players.
I hear it, bro. Big up yourself, Exedra. Yeah, thanks again for calling, and guys, I want to keep the show moving so that we finish soon. So if you haven't gotten on the show yet, you will get in. We're just gonna be brief and straight to the point. So here we go. Let's talk to Ray real quick. Joe, come back.
Yo, big up, guys. Big up, guys, man. What's going on?
Well, good,
What's going
brother.
on, man?
Yeah, speak your mind, bro.
Well, my mind is that this fan base is gonna not allow any kind of patience. So we say this every time we bring a manager in, and I'm not even talking about Ten Hag or the players here. Every time we bring a manager in, we go, we're gonna wait, we're gonna be patient, we're gonna wait for the big rebuild. As soon as we lose matches, you hear them coming on these podcasts and hear what they're saying. Yeah. The manager this, this player that. Bro, we are at bottom. We need to develop this team. We need to build a squad. And it ain't going to happen next season. It ain't going to happen this season, and it ain't going to happen next season. You need to develop a team, and this squad needs developing. And I know for a fact. Sorry, what was it?
So Ray, okay, you know for a fact. Lend your point, and then I'll ask.
Yeah, I know for a fact that if Amorim loses games next season, the whole media, the whole fan base going to turn on this man, and there's another man gone, and then the next man needs to do exactly the same work what Amorim's trying to do. You got to build this squad, get the players in. When you have a strong squad, and you can compete with the likes of Fulham, and you compete with the likes of everybody, not look at the bench and we only got 7 subs and we got one injury. And when we could develop the squad, then we'll have a look. But we're not going to do it this season. So I don't, you know what I mean? So I'm not even worried about losing today because I'm saying, well, you have to suffer. The man says you have to suffer to get it right. And I don't believe that this fan base can suffer. I think what we're going to do is we're going to say, oh, yeah. But as soon as we start losing games, we're going to lose our heads. And then we're going to call for the manager head. And that's going to be a recycle, keep repeating the same recycle.
Right. Thanks for calling it out, bro. There's a lot of like short-term mindedness in our fan base that needs to be addressed. You know, even some people that are looking at Ole's current record right now, saying, "Oh my God, look at how he's doing," and then insinuating that we should go back to Ole. And I'm like, come on, we like instant success too much in our fan base, and that needs to change. Otherwise, we're not gonna go anywhere. You know. So
Yes, boss, because look at Arsenal, bro. They were crap until Arteta came in there. And yeah, they're crying about not winning the league, but they were nowhere. Arteta had to get rid of certain fellas, bring his own fellas in, and then all of a sudden, a season it clicked with them, and they're doing all right. But at United, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep pressure, and we're not going to develop the squad. That's what I'm fear. I fear that we're not going to develop the squad, and we're going to keep blaming the managers, and then any new manager comes in is going to have the same poor squad. We're just going to keep going on and going on until, and I hate to say this, until one day we're not in the Premier League. You've got to no, seriously, bro. You've got to look at it. Today, this season, we're surviving this season, but the way we are carrying on without having a strong squad, because everybody else above us got a strong squad, we need to get that strong squad in and give it some time so that when we come up against Fulham, we're not struggling. You're not gonna look at the bench and go, "Well, who's going to change the game?"
Yeah.
And then look at Fulham's bench. They're bringing on Fulham had more proper bench than us, bringing on more attacking fellas than us, and we only had a 17-year-old kid. Yeah, he played all right, but this guy reminds me of Januzaj back in the day, Moyes, and we're still going on about 17-year-old kids where we should be having a stronger bench and bringing a 70-year-old kid along the way, not making him the guy. You catch me? That's what I'm saying. All right.
Ray, big up yourself, my brother. Solid call from Ray. Yeah. Yeah, he's saying we're relying too much on kids. You know, I saw you make a face, Joe. What was that about? You're muted. Bin yourself. You're muted.
Bin yourself. Listen, now, the thing is, right, when it comes to this whole he's relying too much on kids, bro. Do you know, I'll tell you something right now. I'd rather he depend on the kids right now if he doesn't believe in the players on the pitch. Do you get what I'm saying? If the guys on the pitch are not producing, then why not depend on the children? Just try them. If you're not getting no results from the likes of Hoyland, from the likes of Xerxes, from the likes of whoever, and we've got certain injuries to players, key players like Ahmad, try someone new. I would rather you do that because we know what we're getting from these players already. So let's see what we can get from somebody who's raw talent. You never know what's going to happen, right? Simple.
I hear you.
Anyway, you bring in the next caller. I'll start the timer.
Go ahead. I need to get a refill of my water. So let's talk to Peter.
Yo.
What's good, bro? What's good?
Nothing, bro, to be honest.
Nothing's good.
Bro,
We're shit.
Good, bro.
We're out of the FA Cup. There's option here just to fuck with us, if I'm being honest. There's a couple more option here. How are you feeling right now, bro? And what message do you want to send out to Manchester United and this fan base?
Bro, listen, I heard Coley speaking about Casemiro and Eriksen about their legs. I've said this like 1 year ago. I've seen more legs in a Paralympic event than those two, bro.
Oh,
I swear, bro.
You can't be doing that. Listen, well, I get it. Look, I do understand. But at the same time, they were glimpses of, I don't even know. I'm trying to be positive, but I can't even be bothered. Like, from what I saw, the whole team needs restoration, bro. The whole team needs a whole restart. But Amorim's not going to get the opportunity to have a whole restart of the team, yeah? So what do you think he can do in the meantime to get results or just to get us over the line? Something
Nothing,
you
bro.
can't just accept loss after loss, surely, though, innit? That can't be on the books. That can't be something that the board is willing to accept either.
He needs to go church, bro. Every Sunday's church prayer, pray to God. You know that first of all keeps his players healthy because we have like 13 players, 13 first team players available. That's crazy, you know. That's crazy. Second of all, stop this nonsense about Hoyle not getting service, bro. It's 2025. I heard that in 2023. I believe in that. Now stop with the nonsense, bro. He's shit, bro. As a
Okay,
striker,
you
you
know
need
what, yeah?
to be. I said in the group chat. As a striker, you need to have an instinct. Strikers have instinct, how to get in the right place in the right time. He does not have instinct. He's stupid, bro. Sorry for the these words, but he's
I
stupid,
mean,
bro.
I know we don't like calling people stupid and stuff like that. So strike one, yeah, strike one. But at the same time, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, his football mentality is not there.
Yeah. Okay.
IQ, when it comes to being in the right position, he would rather be wrestling and fighting with somebody trying to give them a DDT than being in the box. Yeah, more times I've seen him over on the left fighting with someone rather than being in position trying to get in behind someone.
Did you see
So
the stat? Did you see the stat? Hoylund in 22
one?
games, only three chances created. 3 chances created or something. Chido in today's game had three big chances. Hoylund in 22 games, 3 big chances. So that's the difference between. I think
That's
Chido has
between
more
a real
striker
striker's
instinct.
mentality. Just the striker's mentality. If he doesn't have it, maybe we got two 9.5, so we didn't know it. You know?
Bro,
One that likes to fight people and the other one that likes to skill it up. Like we got two 9.5s. That's what we got in it.
bro.
We didn't buy a
Hoylund is
striker.
not 9.5, bro. Hoylund is 0.5. He's not 9.5. He's 0.5.
You know what? Yeah. Do you think? All right. What would you rather do? Sell him, put him on loan, or just like?
Bro,
Yeah. There's only two options: sell him
sell
or
him.
put him on loan. What would you rather do?
Sell him.
Just sell him straight
Sell
away.
him.
Yeah.
Sell
You
him
don't think there's
for
no potential in this guy whatsoever? He's not the product that we need.
sell him for pack of cigarettes for 50 pounds. I don't want to watch him. I don't care.
That's not nice. That's not
Sell him,
nice. Oh, not for a pack of
Maybe,
cigarettes,
but
bro.
listen. This is maybe just frustration, you know, from today's games. But I don't want this build a bear striker anymore. I want proven striker. I don't want future prospects. You feel me?
But we're gonna have, bro. That's what in your sub building. You heard what they said about the age limit of the striker. I mean, of the just profile of players that they're going to be buying from now on. It's all project building stuff from now on. That's what it sounds like to me, anyway. I don't know about you.
They're building what they're building, bro. Have you heard the story of the 3 pigs and the wolf? The 2 pigs that built, you know, they're building the first 2 pigs. Yes, the straw, the wood or whatever. Yeah, they're the first 2 pigs. Yeah, they're the first 2 pigs. The third one is safe. We're not the third
No, we
one.
need a third pig then, bro. We need a third pig because Ineos and the Glazers are the first 2 pigs, fam, and they've built a straw house and a wood house, and it is burning down. Yeah, and he blew it over. Yeah, look how easily we get blown over by the likes of Fulham. What the hell is this?
Yeah, but also let's speak about the Europa League. I think we have more chances in that one than we have.
Nope. No. He said what?
He said what?
No. Also,
Shut up.
You think we have more chance in what? No, brother. Let's just have some real honest conversation right now. Yeah, Manchester United fan to Manchester United fan, international to international. Let me just, fam. We have no hope of doing anything right now. I don't understand why you think we have more hope in a European competition than we have in a homegrown competition. Yeah, we should know this opposition inside out. Yet we are failing to find a tactic, to find a way, to find some sort of tactic to get through a match where we could beat what should be lesser opposition. Yeah, because right now, Manchester United, everybody is better opposition than us. Yeah, even at home, we are the lesser opposition. Do you not see this? About we have a chance in Europe. But no. Anyway, Cha, next caller. Next caller. Actually, hold on. I need to do the Lord's work, someone said. But let me do the Lord's work first. I'm going to do the Lord's work first. Yeah? Coley,
Yeah.
etc. Apparently, I saw in here that you guys have some sort of disagreement. Is this the case? Or should I just leave it as is?
I'm not too sure. I mean, there were some things, but nothing very egregious. So, not sure what Yo-Yo was about. I think Coley should. The main thing was, I mean, I get your stance on Bruno in terms of how loose he is with possession, his ill discipline and stuff, and the fact that even though he's coached or he might be told to do simple passes and stuff, when stuff doesn't work or shit hits the fan, or when we're in the precious moments at the end of the game, it's hoof ball, it's long ball, it's Travella passes. That stuff hasn't changed from before. But in terms of actually changing the squad, we got to get rid of a lot more, and we got to bring in a lot more. Sadly, Bruno actually can function somewhat, unlike some other players.
Okay. Well, my point was based around what we've seen today, innit? Because, like I said, I watched the game. Then I went and looked at the stats to reinforce like what my eyes did see. Yeah. I'm on a little website here called footystats.org. By all means, anyone feel free to go in there and read the same thing I've read, yeah. There's a guy called Bruno Fernandes that currently plays for our club. And I'd like everyone to know that this season, he is in the 33rd percentile for pass completion. 33rd percentile. And then I'd like to go on, and invite you all to flick across the tabs. Go back as many seasons as you want and realize that Bruno never comes out of being like above the 55th percentile. So my point here is, just based on what I've seen today, if we're talking about a restructure or a rebuild and what we've got to work with and where any of the positives are versus any of the negatives, people already come in here and shouted out people like De Ligt. We're making, it seems to be the defensive signings and the midfield signings, for however long it lasts, they seem to do a little bit better than any of the striker signings are doing. And I wonder why. Because we've had the same guy in a similar position for how many seasons he been there now? Like 7.
Yeah, it's got to be.
7 seasons.
And he's dropping a pass completion rate of no better than the 50th or 55th percentile in the league. That 55th percentile means you are bang average. Yeah? And anyone who wants me to simplify it more, the stat is usually red on this chart, bro. It's usually red. The best it's ever been for him is yellow.
He said what?
Then I flicked over to I just for comparisons real quick, I compared it with Eriksen. Eriksen never drops below 60. Never. Most of the time it's 88, 99. Now, I'm not saying Eriksen's better. I'm not saying that. Yeah, but we have all had, and we've been paying attention. We go watch these games a lot. Then we come on here and we do a lot of talking. We're spending a lot of time like in this conversation together. So let's keep up with the context. There's plenty of games you lot can think of for Erik ten Hag, for Ruben Amorim, where Eriksen delivers the final ball that was so desperately needed and felt like it was on the precipice of coming all game. It just never turned up. Eriksen gets a sub on, 75 minutes in, all of a sudden chances start flying in. Ahmad started doing it towards the end of last season as well. And this is my point. This is what my point is. Right now, if you want us to go anywhere in any kind of cut, to make us a cut team, it means we have to be all right on a night. It means we have to, on any given night, we have to be able to score at least 3 different ways. And we have to be solid at the back. you can be solid at the back and only have 2 different ways to score a goal, it means you're probably only going to win an FA Cup because you're domestic level. When you start finding more ways to score, you start being able to challenge bigger teams. And the more resilient and more robust and versatile your defensive midfield is, determines how big are those teams you can go at. You can't go at Real Madrid with a weak defense. Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe will destroy you. Yeah? But you can go and do something at Real Sociedad.
I mean, listen, I understand that we're not at that level of challenging the likes of Real Madrid, yeah? But with the level that we have right now, surely we should be able to challenge the likes of Fulham. Like,
all right, look, I'm gonna do the same thing again. Yeah, I'm gonna who plays in the equivalent role for Fulham? Let's see, who is it?
So
Is it Pereira?
And you can use either.
Yeah, it was Andres Pereira.
Did you say Smith Rowe? Andres Pereira.
Pereira,
Yeah? Smith Rowe.
All right, let's look at Andres Pereira. It's just gonna take me real quick. All right, I'm here already. Passes. Raw. His is worse this season. He's on a 24% completion rate for passes. Successful passes 45%. But like, bro, what this is why we're down in and amongst it with these teams. This is why, bro, because the possession, the pass completion is comparable to the likes of Fulham. If I was to go to Chelsea, if I was to go to flipping Tottenham, well, actually maybe not Tottenham, but like if I was to go to like the likes of Liverpool, if I was to go to the top of the table, people's pass completion rates are gonna be. I don't even have to do it, bro. Possession
Yeah, but
is
Coley,
paramount.
one thing that could counter that is, for example, Nottingham Forest, right? Who average like terrible possession, for instance, but they're very effective in what they do.
Yeah, sorry, my mistake there. I convoluted 2 different words. I used the word possession, but what I'm really talking about is pass completion. That's what I really should be saying here. That's the key point here, because pass completion means you don't have to have possession, but if we're going to be a counter-attacking team, when we go on 2 or 3 counter-attacks, we get at least 2 or 3 goals.
Yeah, the passes.
See where I'm coming from? Yeah, like you've got a way to go. You've got a way to score goals. If your pass completion ain't there, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing, bro? Like we can't walk the pitch any way you want to do it. Get me?
Yeah, I hear you. But also like that position though, it requires you to be making the most risk averse passes, you know. So it's like I think you gotta take that into consideration too. Of course, like
it's true, but if you think about it, when Bruno came from Sporting, if I remember correctly, I think he played as an 8 in Sporting as well. And I've always said that I always prefer Bruno in the 8 because he's more restricted and he can't do as many of the passes. And when he's restricted like that, he actually functions pretty well because his best ability, not only, you know, him never getting injured and he can always play, but he can always cover space. And in the system Amarin plays with his 8s, the 8s need to be able to cover space, which is why we struggle so much when, you know, Casemiro or Eriksen come on, because all of a sudden you can't cover the space that, you know, your wing backs leave or, you know, your forward line leaves. And especially in that game when, you know, we're all gassed, right, because we have no subs, it becomes even worse.
Yeah. No, that's true, man. Spot on, guys. Big up Coley, big up Exedra, by the way. I want to see I think everybody else has gone. You've gone, right?
No, of course he hasn't.
What are you here for? What are you here for?
I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going out like United. You get me? I'm here to stay.
Bastard.
Boy, you're all depressed, man. Listen, I ain't going nowhere like United. You get me? I'm here to stay. Right. I'm here to stay in my FA Cup. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm good, man. I don't know.
You get 2 minutes.
I've got 2 minutes. But I don't need 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Bro, I can't lie.
Nah, we are not giving him 2 minutes. 30 seconds.
2 minutes, bro. I'll have your whole club, your whole history in the 2 minutes. Bro, it's no good, man. The guy put me on 1 minute.
1 minute. I changed my mind.
Nah, do you know what? Yeah. You know what? All you, man, I hating on your best player, mate, which is Bruno. Obviously, you got your injuries and that, but why are you hating on him? He's the one who's putting a shit in.
What?
Bro, he's your best man, and you know he is. But if he's not, who is? I want to hear this from you two. Who's your best man?
I would say it. That's what I said. I don't diss Bruno though. I'm not dissing Bruno.
I'd say like Bruno is very important as well. Like it just
I
depends
think
on.
Bruno's actually.
But I'll
Go on,
say
sorry.
He is
Diallo
the main man for you, look.
this
Obviously,
season.
it's one of them. You're ungrateful for him. That's one thing. You're very ungrateful for him. You've got bigger issues in your defense and your strikers, and you want to go and blame a man who's trying his hardest. That's like the hardest thing.
All right, so from the outside looking in, yeah, as an op, yeah, you're looking at our team right now, yeah.
Yeah.
Bruno, Ahmad. Outside of that, what do we have? What do we have outside of Bruno and Ahmad?
I'm not even trolling, yeah. If I'm scared, if I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna cause me issues today. Maybe you're right back. What's called Dollar? Maybe him. Other than that, I'm not scared of any of your players. Can't lie.
What?
Shut up. Shut up.
Nah, bro. You get to something. He said Dallo, bro. No, he's taking absolute piss, man. You let him sit there, just looking in your face. Oh, are you mad? Let me turn my camera on.
He's trolling us. He's trolling us. He's trolling.
Dallo.
Yeah. Get out of here.
Anyway, listen, but this is the thing, yeah. I don't think we're not feared anymore, innit? We're not feared. We are not feared. We are just Manchester United, innit? We're the Manchester United of old who think that we were something. And right now, everybody else has come here to laugh at us, bro. Imagine someone saying that Dallo is some sort of threat. After Bruno and after, but think about it though. After Bruno and after Ahmad, what do we have? What do we have?
Bro, what to the bare bones now? I mean, it's Maino, but Maino is not fully proven like a whole season of like really, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, we really need to invest. I think this is like a good way to end the show where we're going back to lack of investment has put us where we are right now. And sure, Ruben Amorim also needs to do better with the players that he has at hand, but we should have made sure that the squad is like stronger than when we started, because we essentially weakened in January, and this is all the fault of Ineos. That's why I'm at with it, bro. So yeah, sucks to be out of the FA Cup, but it is what it is.
Hold on a minute. You don't want to talk to these three people?
Oh, who else? Yeah, no. I gotta run. Maybe bring back Coley, because Coley was trying to say something back to what was being said. So you can bring back Coley. I think he mentioned it.
We got 3-4 people here. What was he trying to say?
Well, ask him.
If I'm gonna bring back Coley, if I'm gonna bring back Coley, I don't care what El Captain's saying. He's a goddamn op. Yeah. I'm gonna bring. Look, you're staying. I'm bringing in everybody that's here. Yeah, Abs, Kenny, Antonio, and Anthony. Yeah, let's just have this. You're staying. I'm bringing in everybody.
Who's got the echo? No.
Somebody's got me in the background there. I can hear you. You've turned that down. All right, let's go. What's going on? Real quick. Right. Let's talk real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm hearing the echo. Okay, if Bots is gone like that as well, then I'm gonna have to move this. Right, people, why am I over there? All right, let's talk. Listen, let me move myself. Guys, speak to me right now. Let me know. Abs, what are you saying? I see you popped in, so I feel like you had something to say.
Do you know what? I didn't have actually a lot to say. I wanted to come and hate on someone. Then I realized that we're out of the FA Cup, and that means we're out of Europa League, or the possibility of getting Europa League, which now means that Omar Barada has to change his plans from when he said, I think last week he said something about we've planned to be in the Europa League for the next 4 years, next 4 seasons. Well, that's out the window now. Season 1. And then if we don't win Europa League, we don't get Champions League, and we're already struggling for money.
So this is actually not the time for me to even start having my individual enjoyment of fraud watch on a striker and putting stats down for him, because we're in a lot of trouble. Bigger picture wise, we're in a lot of trouble.
Bigger picture, I'm actually, look, I've been worried for a little while when it comes to this whole situation. Who's turned it to NN? Sorry, by the way, who's turned it to NN? Who's got that beeping pen in the background? Yeah, but no, the fact of the matter is, I'm scared of where this club is going. We don't look like Arsenal. We don't look like Tottenham. We don't look like Chelsea. We look absolutely rubbished, fam. We look like we're in a corner and we don't know where we're going in terms of signings, in terms of a future, in terms of growth, in terms of what we can do with this PSR problem, in terms of how we, big Manchester United, who say that we generate the most revenue out of all the big English clubs, have no money. How can we say that we are broke? It's crazy. What are we going to be doing in the next 2 years in order to get up the Premier League ladder?
So this is where I'm concerned, because in his plan, in his statement, or all the statements that have been coming out altogether, I mean, because it's not been a great list of, it's not been positive, right? They've always harped about we have to sell to buy, sell to buy, sell to buy. But that was always with the idea that we got some European money coming through. So if we don't have European money coming through and we already have to sell to buy, what on God's basically, what team is Amorim going to be able to field next season that's going to look like more his team?
But he's not going to be. He's going to get 2 signings, 3 maybe, and then that's about it. The problem is, all the money that you say we haven't got and all this stuff, this is why, to be honest, at the end of the season, if it doesn't improve, this manager, for me, you like him or you don't, he has to go, because we can't afford to buy him so many players to make his system right. So if we haven't got any money and it's going to be that moving forward, we need to pick a manager that can get the best out of this team and build on that. Whether he's the right man or not, the situation we're in, we can't afford to take that chance, period. It's not going to happen. Because it will put us in such a bad place, we'll be finished. So for me, you've got to get a different manager. If
I'm not even going to lie
get
to
the
him.
best out of the players.
Not only is he right in what he's saying, well, let's say 50% right, because I still have faith that he can turn it around. I am actually even going to add one more view. I actually think Ruben himself is going to quit.
Possibly, bro, because he's not got the tools for the job, clearly.
Because he doesn't have the tools for the job.
Yeah, Abs. That's exactly Abs. That's
But
exactly
more to the point, more to the point. Just to say what you said about changing the manager. Don't forget that costs money as well.
Yeah, it does cost money, bro. But you'd rather sack a manager for 20 million and get a manager in that can fit these profile of players than go spend another 150 million and then we are finished. At the end of the day, we have to get the best out of these players and improve on that. We cannot afford, in the situation we are, to change all them players and give him different players. We need to get the best out of these players now and build on that. We can't go for a big rebuild, 500 million, 3 seasons. We're not in that position. And Ineos have told you that with the sackings they're making and all the cuts, we haven't got this money to get a manager these sort of players he needs. That's how it looks to me.
My only problem with that is what is the ceilings for these players? I don't think any manager can come in and make them score.
They can, bro. They can.
No, they can't. Hey, listen to this. Listen to this. 3 years ago, we only scored. Yeah, let me go real quick. 3 years ago, we only scored 58 goals. Last year, we scored 57 goals. This year, we had 33. How much do you think we're going to finish scoring this
The
year?
reason why this team, and this manager is going to be like a specialist type of way. You play this way, this formation, this way. At the moment, you'd probably prefer a manager that would change the formation.
You're not answering my question. This manager came in this season. How about the last couple of seasons? You're not answering my question at all. How about the last couple of seasons?
Bro, but the last couple of seasons, was you go with Ten Hag. We backed him with everything he had, and he couldn't make the difference. That's the difference. He got given every possibility to succeed at this football club. But the position we was in then is not the position that we're in now.
But you're proving my point, though. You're actually proving my point. You actually
okay, so my next question is to you.
Wait, Abs, let him finish. You're saying he's proving his point. Let's get it.
Yeah, he's proving my point because, like, the last manager had these players and he couldn't succeed with them. So you're saying if we fire Amorim and get a new one in, how is he going to prove these same players that Ten Hag couldn't? But you say he succeeded somehow. These are the players that cannot score. and we
For
keep
me,
relying
you
on
pick
them. But
managers
like,
that are not good enough at the time. Now is the time to go pick a manager in a good league that's done something and identify that sort of football with the players that we've got.
My
That's
brother, who
what we
picks
need
that
to go
manager?
do. For
Who
me,
picks
Ten
him?
Hag and
First of
Amrin, bro,
all,
the
like,
unproven
No,
managers.
no, no, no. Who
bro,
picks
listen,
Anthony?
Collie, hang on. Let me say
He's
One
something.
at a
withdrawing.
time,
yeah,
one at
one
a
at a time.
time, one at a time, one at a time. Hold on, hold
Sorry,
on, hold
can
on.
I ask
One at a time.
Can I
whoever
say
is on
something?
this line
Listen,
of thinking, which manager has done as much as Ten Hag and Amarin in their respected leagues in other leagues that's gonna be better?
That's why you go and identify that sort of manager,
No,
bro.
no, no, no.
But
I want you to identify it because you've just said it. You've just said it.
yeah,
I hate
so
when
bro,
people
you
do this.
have
They
to
say,
go.
"Oh,
You
you
can't
need to
just
go and do
decide
this,"
on
but
one
when
day.
I ask them who, they don't have an answer.
Thank
You
you.
just said it, so I want you to give me an answer.
Who would I go for a manager at Manchester United?
Correct. Yes.
I would throw everything at Enrique. That's who I would go for, and I
but
always have said
like,
that for the past
listen,
2-3
we're
years.
going
That's
back
my
to the
sort of manager
we're
that
going
I
back to the
believe
same
is
things
the
that
coach
we've
who
been.
can make players a lot better, would play better for us. That would be
What are
who
you
I'd go
talking
for.
about, bro? We've been in this position before.
For
We
We've
years,
been in
haven't,
this
though, bro.
exactly.
position.
Enrique,
He's not
United
understanding what's
managers.
happening
One
right now.
second, brother. United gave managers the whole reign of the club.
You talking about
You
Barcelona
signed your
manager or the
players.
PSG
You
manager?
signed this. You do
Bro,
this.
Let him
what?
finish
You talking
talking.
about that Enrique?
I would
You
go for
talking about that
Enrique, but
Enrique?
you can't say he's not a good manager. Enrique's a top level manager,
No, but
bro.
are you talking
You
about
can't argue that
Enrique?
point.
Wrap up, sharp, man.
You
Can't
managed
hear him. Sharp.
Barcelona.
Are you saying Enrique is not a good manager? Is that what
No,
you're
Then he's a
brother.
saying?
The
good
problem
manager.
is, yeah. The problem we're already in this situation. The people you're trusting to go and get you Enrique brought you Amarim at a
No, you
time.
said to me, you didn't say, would I trust them? You asked
No,
me, who
no,
would I
no.
pick?
That was
That's
Abs
who
that
I
said
would
that.
pick.
I
I
didn't say that.
selected
I
people
didn't
to
say
take
that.
us down to the ground. Simple as that. They can't make good football decisions. They're back to manager giving 200 million, sacked him 3 months later. The director of football they got for months and months and months, they sacked him
Can I
already.
just say
These are incapable of making any football decisions, clearly, based off just what they've done in 6 months. I don't trust them to
Can I
do
just
anything.
say
So your point doesn't
one
make
thing
sense.
about Enrique?
Right.
No,
What you
but
say?
So what you're saying isn't gonna happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying in the beginning. Your point doesn't make sense.
But
You're just
what it
waffling.
doesn't matter what Ineos do and what I would
Enrique,
happen
yeah,
is
is a
two different things.
possession-based manager. We don't have possession-based players.
It's not
It's
about a
never gonna work.
possession-based
Oh,
manager.
bro,
It's who
forget
I
Why are
think
we
is
Enrique's
the
always
best
possession-based
at.
doing
manager.
this?
He's only been successful when he had Messi, Neymar, and Suarez, bro.
I disagree,
He's
bro.
only been successful with Messi,
Bro, I
Neymar, and
highly
Suarez.
disagree.
What are we talking about?
I highly
What does
disagree.
He hasn't been
difference
successful
between
He
anywhere
did good with
else.
Spain, bro. He did good with
This is a
Barcelona.
mess,
Bro.
bro. Manager, we don't have the profiles for him. Anyway.
I don't think so. I disagree.
Let me list again. The only players
need a
he's been
flexible
successful
manager.
with is Suarez, Messi, and Neymar.
Nah, but he did well.
So
with
he's gonna
Spain,
come
what do
here
you
and work
mean?
with
That's like
Xerxes,
saying
Boylan, and Chino
Pep.
and be a
That's like saying
success.
Pep only
Are
did good
you
with
man?
Ian
Come
Robin and
on,
Frank
man.
Ribery. Pep only done good with Aguero and
Come
Silva.
on,
The
man.
manager
Wait, Anthony,
works with
I have
players
one
in
more
front of
question
him.
for you, if
Simple.
you allow
The
me.
manager has his tools and he plays well.
Hey,
with
Anthony,
them.
can I ask you one more question real quick? Can I ask
Enrique,
you one
that
more
was
question real
a
quick?
howler. That was a howler.
Nah, it's not, bro. Who would you sign as a wait? Who would you sign as a manager? Let's say this. Who would your manager be?
Now, let me ask you one question. So,
No, bro,
when
you've
Ten
asked
Hag
me
was
who would
here,
your manager
now
be.
let me ask you, and then I'll
pick
answer
yours.
you. Can I ask you?
You pick your manager, brother. Yeah.
I'll answer you once you answer me real quick.
No,
so when
bro.
Ten Hag was here, we were top 1% for top big chances missed. We were also top 5 for big chances created. So what is your issue there?
Bro, we're 13th in the table. Yeah, the results are not good enough. It doesn't matter about statistics. The results
No,
are just not good
you
enough.
said once a new manager comes in, they'll make an improvement. But what I just gave you there is the top 14.
Bro, you tell me, what has this manager done that gives you hope he can take us anywhere? Please tell me. He's not done one thing since he's been in the
The
club. He's
team
been
does not give me
terrible the whole thing.
hope we'll go anywhere. What
And
are you
you're
talking
happy to go
about?
into next season knowing he's only going to get 1-2 signings, and you think he's going to take us forward. It's not going to happen. He maybe if he was at a club that give him everything he wanted, he might succeed. At this club, this manager is taking us nowhere. End of. That's as far as it's going to be.
See, you're just talking without focusing on the problem.
No, bro, it's
you're
not.
just hopeful.
What?
You're hopeful.
It's not.
What?
The problem is right in front of you, but you want to talk about it. You want to talk about the manager.
What?
The manager is one of the problems, but he's not the main one.
How is he not the main one? He's the one that brings the results. He's
I'll
the main
why
man
he's
that
not the
has
main
job,
one. I'll
bro.
explain why he's not the main one. Did
And
anyone hear
that,
that
bro,
number
honestly,
about
we
how many
cannot-
big
you
chances
cannot
he's
be
been
far
doing?
down the
saying,
table
though,
and you
because
think it's
Enrique
acceptable, bro. Come on now.
No, I just want to
Enrique
ask.
ain't gonna change this around.
What you say?
The thing is, right? Here's a massive problem, right? Under Amarin,
it's actually he's now gone to 53 big chances. How many of them have we scored?
Bro, why does that
have
matter?
to do with
What do you mean?
We
Why does
play
that
It
matter?
matters because if
No,
you can
but why does
score,
that matter? Because when I say someone is working or I say a system is working, I prove it with stats that actually make sense. So if I say, look, I think he's actually working, and if he could just get better players, we can get to a better result. Here's my evidence. How many big chances are we making? We're making more than Nottingham Forest, who are well ahead of us. But we're not finished. We're finishing less than the Champions League, than the people in the relegation zone. That's an actual fact. Gonna be my point. Rather than all these people that chat shit or give me, we should get Enrique, but Enrique's never fucking worked outside of Barcelona. That's stupidity. That's my point. When I get aggressive and annoyed, this is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing people saying things that don't make sense.
Nah, it does make sense, bro.
I'm starting to get annoyed too. I'm sorry. That focus on the fucking problem. It's been here for 3 years. I keep saying it. We can't fucking score. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
that's facts. I don't know why you guys are here
goals win
shouting at
games.
yourselves.
We can't score. We create so many big chances, but we can't score.
Bro, but
what's our conversion rate? 9%. That's where the problem is, gentlemen. That's where the problem is.
Nah, that can't be your excuse. Because when Ten Hag was here, we were super creative. We just couldn't score.
We play shite football.
We couldn't score. We were super creative. We were top 5 in the league.
Okay, we play shite football, but we still create as good as everyone in the top 4. So that's what our shite football is producing.
Bro, you know when you watch the top 4, they create, they dominate games, they do everything, bro. It's impossible. It's impossible, bro, to say that we have as many chances as the top 4. The top 4 do 20,000 things more than us. What about us keeping the ball?
Dude, the stats prove it. You just talking. If you're going to say something, prove it with facts.
Not a chance. Not a chance. The fact that you think Amron's done good job, he's going to succeed at the job is crazy. That's crazy. He's done fuck all. He's been shit. He's lost all his games. He can't even beat little sides, bro. Come on now.
Guys. Can I speak? Thank you. Listen, yeah. As you can see by the camera, yeah, I'm just busy just doing my work, yeah. Like doing a project, yeah, as you can see. And I'm just hearing bare nonsense in this chat, bruv. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. As Man United fans, yeah, if any of you lot are happy to see that loss today, I don't know what's going on with you. Anthony,
Thank you, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I'll be honest with you. We can't be getting another manager, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. We have to stick with what we have right now. We ain't got no peas, bro. We ain't got no peas. Big man thing. We got no peas, bro. Do you know what I mean?
So we just keep him and it goes worse and worse.
Obviously, we don't want it to go worse and worse, but what can we do?
Bro, you make it happen. You make it happen. We can't be that broke. We can't sack a manager.
Why didn't we have that same mindset last season then? Why is it we have to start adopting that mindset this season? Why is it that everybody that's at Amrim Inno right now is telling me we have to adopt the mindset that we have no peas? But last season, we didn't want to adopt that mindset.
I'll tell you what.
We
You're
one is different. 6.5 players in 2.5 seasons.
One at a time.
We're spending 2.5 seasons on Kenard. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Joe, that was crazy. Still,
came in through fire and just left.
So I'm not gonna lie, that one there was crazy. That one there.
You did that on purpose. You did that on purpose.
Yeah.
You want to rush me?
Bro, Ten Hag spent 700 million or how much it was on players, bro. Amrin only spent how much was Dogi?
So why are you saying now? So what I'm saying to you is, yeah, if you can't fire a manager now because we're broke, why is it that we should have fired the manager then? We were broke then too.
This is
bro, as a fan base, we're moving like West Ham mentality, bro. West Ham would have sat their manager. Bournemouth would have sat.
What I'm trying to say is, I'm not saying
manager. He's got the same.
You shouldn't have sat the last guy, you know.
I don't want to hear it.
Let me. Sorry. Let me get this back. Anyway, I'm not saying that. Sorry. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have sacked the last manager. You know, I'm just saying why is it that everybody's got this attitude now that we can't sack managers? It's hard, man.
But Joe, we can't just hold on. Joe, we can't just be sacking managers like it's nothing, bro. Like it's tomorrow. How come
it's not good enough? He has to go. You can't just keep a guy. What's the point?
We're not Chelsea. We don't have the funds for that.
So what? Are we just gonna turn into Chelsea?
No, but what is the point? Let me ask you the question.
Why
What
are
is
you
the point
sounding
if
like as if
managers
that's
take
a
us where
bad
it's like
thing,
it's not
though?
good enough? There has
Chelsea
to be a
were
level
winning.
where it's not good enough. You sack him. Simple. What everyone's saying here is let him do as worst as he can. We'll wait till next season. Are you mad? There's a point in every point of life. You sack a man if he's not good enough. Simple. But every man's not got no opinion of when he should be sacked. This is not good enough. He's bad. It might be the players or whatever, but it's not good enough. We can't keep going on like that. Come on now.
Bro, you're actually getting on my nerves
the
today.
mentality,
this
bro.
is what I'm saying.
No,
You're not
you're
making any
actually getting on
sense.
my nerves.
I hear
You,
what you're
Nah,
you
bro,
know
come
what?
on
You know
now,
what
mate.
doesn't make sense to me? You know what doesn't make sense to me? Yeah, where was you when we were all on stream and we could see Ten Hag about to get sacked, and we were all having a conversation about this day right here,
I
about
wasn't in
you,
this channel then, though,
about
mate.
you before you even
I
turn
wasn't
up.
part of
We
this
had a
channel then, though,
conversation
mate.
about the likes of you, Anthony, before you even turn up, bruv. We said when this new manager comes in and he's sat playing with the same players that Ten Hag was failing with, yeah, and you brought him in halfway through his season and he plays a completely different season. I can't wait to see those fans come out of the woodworks and start saying sack the manager 3 months in. Lo and behold, you have come on this stream 3 months in to the day and you're preaching everything you're supposed to preach, bro. Allow it. See yourself out, bro. You're chatting
Let me ask you
shit.
a question.
See yourself out,
If you
bro.
had any manager at Old Trafford now, yeah, right, you
See
think the
yourself
same
out,
results would
brother.
happen no matter what manager was at United. Every
I
manager
don't
in the
care
world
what
would
you're
get the same
saying, bro. You're
results.
chatting
That's
shit.
nonsense,
You're
bro.
chatting shit.
Drop a bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at this.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky this.
None can compare with the KG done. Better take cover when he drops that. Going on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
I said drop a bomb, Dad.